Salutations, my name is Phil, aka JC Servant. Welcome to another exciting episode of City of Heroes. Today, we're doing another character spotlight, and I'm basically going through these characters from like my first creations to my newest creations. So we're still pretty new at this, so we're talking about some of my OG creations now. The first two I had showed you guys were creations that characters that I had created in live, and then in coming to Homecoming, I had recreated them. But there were, of course, new original Homecoming creations, plenty of them. And the first one I ever did was probably, and has been, and it always will be, one of the most memorable characters I have and whatnot. Most of my characters I make is because of comic book concepts, either from comic books I have drawn or comic books I have read, or cartoons or whatever that I've been strongly inspired by. This particular character, Aquaforce, was created simply because somewhere on a forum somewhere I saw a posting, maybe it was a YouTube video, but I think it was a posting that said, you really have to try Water Blast Storm Summoning Corruptor. It's really, really, really a lot of fun. And they went on to describe a few different reasons, but I really liked the idea that they focused on the fun of the character and not the meta and all this other jazz. And I like playing characters that are fun to play, and whatever have you. So I decided to give this a shot. So I created Aquaforce, and let me tell you, it took, as with most characters, it takes a little while to get going. But even from level 1, the character was a lot of fun because of her water powers. And then it just got better from there. So today we're going to give you an overview of one of my favorite characters of all time. I enjoyed playing that one so much that I took her straight up to 50, no problem. Ended up becoming my third level 50 character. So this is Aquaforce. Now, this is her in her street clothes, and I don't have much story made up because it's not really based on a comic book character or anything like that. But when I went to make her outfit, certain things kind of grabbed my attention, and as a result, she ended up looking a bit like this. And with the tail and everything like that, it gave me this idea of maybe she's kind of like the Marine Light version of Martian Manhunter, in that she wears a human guise, but she's really something that isn't human underneath the skin, so to speak. So that's how we came up with this particular outfit. I saw those glowing. I love glowing anything, and I saw the way that the the different parts of the stripes glow and stuff, and I said I had to do something with that. Plus, I like the coloration of it. It feels like it's from the sea and the ocean, and that's where she would feasibly be from. So maybe it's like an Aquaman. I haven't done a lot of lore thinking on this character, but this is a character I play purely for the fun of the character within City of Heroes, the play style within City of Heroes. And then we have later on, as I often tend to do when a character gets up there in levels, I will do something a little bit more serious with their outfit, take a little more time with them, and I came up with this one, where we get to use the asymmetry option to do different colors with the coral or whatever that's growing around her shoulders and legs there. So I think this came out really, really good, and and I've gotten a lot of compliments on this particular outfit. So with that being said, we're going to show you a little bit of how she plays, of course, as we tend to do with these character showcases. Let's show you what the enhancements look like. So this is one of my early level 50s, so that means she does have pretty good set gears and what have you. We're using Water Blast and Storm Summoning, along with Leviathan Mastery for its smashing and lethal resistance. We have Stealth, Infiltration, Granted Visibility. Those are just mule powers for holding Luck of the Gambler pieces. She doesn't really need these powers because she already has Stealth and Steamy Mist. So I really never use these really for powers. It's just to hold those guys. We got a little bit there with combat jumping. I don't remember if somebody helped me with this build you know, this was still, I was still learning the game and learning how to do the basics of builds and stuff like that. So I want to say somebody helped me a little bit with this. Like I have hover on here with Luck of the Gambler and with Kismet. I don't normally use hover on my characters, so again, I think somebody might have given me some help with this. We have stamina with power transfer, chance to heal, and performance shifter with the endurance on it, and then health we have pancreas, chance for hit points, endurance. So we got quite a few things on here. These you know, we got on Aqua Bolt here we have decimation, a full set of decimation. Hydroblast, we have Entropic Chaos. Water Blast, we have a full set of Positron. Whirlpool, we have Annihilation. Tidal Pool, we got a couple of adjusted targetings. Dehydration, we got a full set of Numinas. Convalescence. Water Jet, we have another Entropic. With Steve Spray, we have Positron's Blast. Geyser, we have Positron's Blast. Gale, we have Explosive Knockback for even more knockback fun. I love knockback. You guys know this. Snowstorm, we have that. Pacing of the Turtle. Then we have Steamy Mist. We have Freezing Rain and Positron's Blast. We have some extra Miracle in there, and then Hurricane has some more. Has a force feedback chance for recharge on the character in Hurricane. I don't use Hurricane a whole lot, so we're just kind of using it more like a mule, and a little chance to heal myself here in Lightning Storm and whatnot. So I do like Lightning Storm. Maybe I should have given it more slots, but that's what we have here. One day, I'm going to sit down and do a second build of this character and see if I can fit Tornado in here. I don't know how to feel about Tornado. Tornado is a lot of fun, but it does take everything and scatter it all around. You can use knockback to knockdown. I never felt like it was, I'll be honest, I think it's a lot of fun, but I also think with all the other crowd control this character has, it's not necessary. And that's a good segue to actually show you why the character is fun. Now, we're going to show you this character here on the new Callisti Wharf section. We're on a building up here on the Callisti Wharf. It will activate Fly. And if you haven't been to the new improved Callisti Wharf, you owe it to yourself to come here and give this a shot, because they have populated this area with mobs and the such. It feels a lot more lived in now, a little more dangerous, and you can come here and do some storylines, do some questing, and have a lot of fun with it. Okay, but I do have a story arc that I've been working on with this character for funs and giggles. We do have this set to ×4, so that we can really show off the powers and whatnot. We also get to show off the brand new office building tile set that they've done. This is very, very pretty. The colors will change here in a minute. Let me get further in. That's from the flashback. But you can see here, this does a really good job of giving you the illusion that you're looking outside. It is just a low resolution thing, but we definitely have enough kind of perspective there to make this feel pretty good. So that's pretty cool how they've done this. Yeah, it's very, very nice. Okay, so we're gonna go forward and have a bunch of fun with these guys. Probably could have set this on +1 because they're all blue, but whatever. Okay, we do have Hasten on here, of course. That's going to give us a lot of fun. I like to keep Steamy Mist up because I like to be invisible when I'm running around squishy characters. Now you're going to notice that each of the water powers are a different color with the well, let me put on the default setting first. Default outfit. We'll do this for a few fights and then we'll switch. This is the default look of water powers. You're going to get a lot of blue and white and what have you. So put some combat jumping in there, and we'll just try to have a little fun with this guy here and pull him and see if we can get a nice little group together. Get a little freezing rain here. Now the fun thing, what makes this fun? So every time you have so much control here, you might as well be a controller. We've got a lot of things to keep the enemy from ever getting to us. They come close, they hit the slick of ice. They get through the ice, and I can blow them back. We have Whirlpool to slow them down. We have all kinds of things to keep them from ever getting to us. The only thing about this room up here is that everything's kind of spread out here. That's the only thing to kind of keep in mind. need you guys to blow back. Oh, I'm hitting the wrong buttons. Yeah, you really don't want them to get close. I definitely let them got too close there. We do have a self-heal to help out with that. Don't have to worry about that just yet. Okay. Let's go ahead and get rid of some of these guys with the Superman punch. Wow. This guy's no-selling my... I can't tell. This Death Knight here probably has a lot of knockback resistance here. I am going to have to use a couple of inspirations to help me out. That guy was just no-selling all of my moves. There we go. Create a little space there. Anyways, the character's so fun normally because what you can do is you have all these different ways to keep a hold of people, and it plays a lot like a controller. Plus, I love ragdoll physics, and there's a lot of them. So you can really blow them back and have a crap ton of fun there. And, you know, you can see this guy's just really trying to get to me. He's moving really slow. You've just got a lot of... let's go through these. You got a lot of things. So, Freezing Rain will slow things down and do some damage over time. Now, damage over time is really important with the Corruptor. This is why we went Corruptor, not something else. Because there's a lot of DOTs, and Corruption and DOTs go together like peanut butter and jelly. Corruption kicks in when enemy gets low on health, does extra damage. So if you keep doing big chunky powers, you might not get the value out of that extra damage. But if you're doing small bite-sized damages like that, then it really adds up. Freezing Rain will make things really slow, of course, and slow down their speed and recharge. Gale is what blows them back and keeps them from you. Lightning Storm will create a cloud that will shock them as they get close. And then Hurricane is a PBAOE kind of constant thing that can help push them away, which I haven't really done these two yet. So I still have a lot of pushback powers I haven't even tapped into yet as I get kind of warmed up here. But we'll find some ways to show some of those off. Like, oh gosh, I did not realize I had that on her. I had that power turned on there. So we're gonna have a little fun with the Superman Blast. Boom. That's her T9 right there in play, the Geyser, and that's always fun to watch. So you're gonna see like these guys are gonna want to get close. And I think the Death Knights really do have some knockback protection, which is most unfortunate. Most things do not, but I think they do, and that's making it a little easier for them to get to me. Because the build is definitely reliant on knockback. Alright, there we go. I think that got him. But you see, there's a lot of things slowing them down. They want to get to me, but in the chaos of everything that's going on here, they just simply can't. I can put so many things in between me and them at the higher levels, it is just not even funny. If you can get through the ice slick, then you have to get through the cloud. If you can get through the clouds, you got to get through the hurricane. If you get through the hurricane, then I'm going to blow you back with a gust. There's a lot of things you can do here just to keep them from getting to you. And because, you know, things like ice slick and slowdown affects their recharge and keeps knocking them down and gives them a bit of a fear effect, they don't even use their range attacks on you very much. You're just going to knock them out like that. Now, I said that I would show you the other colors, so let me pull that here. Yeah, for attack powers, Geyser is your big PB AoE. Or not PB, no, there's no PB. It is distance-based AoE. Whirlpool puts a big old thing between you and them that's going to slow them down and do damage over time. Let's do a Hurricane. Water Burst is your small AoE. So that's kind of like Fireball if you're from Fire, if you're from the Fire family. You can see like this minion has no chance of getting to me. We'll go ahead and Superman punch that guy right there with some of his friends. So that's always fun. We'll do a cone attack with spray. But to me, this is just hilarious. I like playing, so one of my favorite classes is Dominator because I just love controlling minions. But I didn't realize I could have so much fun controlling them with a Corruptor. Ah, yes, it never gets old. Alright, so let me show you her other power set here. So we'll go for, or her other coloration here. So now you're going to see a lot more colors. So Steam Mist is all red, and you'll see other colors for other things. We'll go ahead and put this lightning storm down here just in case they get a little too close, because lately I've been getting a little sloppy there. We don't want them to come close if we don't have to. Go ahead and put the things down between me and them. Did I have a dude right behind me that I gotta worry about? These OPs, I didn't realize there was a guy flanking me. Alright, that guy's taken care of. Now over here, these guys are still trying to figure out how to get to me. So we're gonna throw different colored ink blotches at them. We took care of them pretty easily there. Oh, it's the Room of Fun over here. Do we want to have fun in the Room of Fun? I think so. Okay, let's, do I want to grab them first? We'll pull first, then we'll grab them. There's so many different ways you can approach in a circle of enemies, and you can decide which one works best for you in a given moment. Because you got so many tools in the tool shed, it can actually be hard to pick which ones you want. And now that I got her down there in the back group of those guys, I can geyser. Boom. With lots of different things going on. It's just so much chaos. So City of Heroes. You do not get anything like this with any other MMO. Maybe not even any single-player games, which single-player games let you do some crazy things. So, just a ton of fun here. I'm gonna hunt these last few down here is the problem. Yeah, let me just hunt those guys down. Okay. Alright. That kind of did it. My hurricane's more like a sandstorm, I guess, that is going around me there. We'll do a little bit more here. So like I said, I kind of sold this character up. It isn't the best team player in the world. If I am team playing, then I just need to obviously keep a lot of the knockback and craziness a little bit in check. But it's still pretty effective because there's a lot of slowdown and stuff, so it's going to debuff your enemies. I mean, you can see these guys really aren't, you know, when I'm on my game anyways, these guys really aren't doing too much in terms of damage and stuff to my character. Oh, that time he went flying back, but he went flying behind me, which is not what you want to see. Sadly, that is definitely not what you want to see. So we're just going to slow a bunch of them down, try to get them to this here choke point. And then blow them back away. Maybe get a lightning storm here just in case. And it's, in a way, it's kind of like devices in that you're setting up traps and what have you. Look at that, he's like getting close and then lightning kicks him back. These things just all work together to just waste so much of their time once you get it all down for like a big pool. Now granted, if this was a bunch of small pools, you wouldn't want to do every single trap card. It's a lot of time and endurance you're burning up to put all the traps down. But when you got a big pool like that, you want to make sure they don't get to you. Then you want to pull them into a little place like that and lay down the trap cards, so to speak. So that's the whole thing right there. We're just going to lay trap upon trap here. We got the... I still have the lightning cloud up to also get my back here. And keep blowing them back a little bit. As soon as I hit the right button. I don't need to blow them back, but I'm going to anyways because it's fun. I love knockback. To me, knockback is one of the most fun things in the game. What's that guy floating up in the air? So it's really funny. He's called a Death Head Chopper. He was really like a real helicopter. He's up in the air. You do have a self-healing dehydrate, as I mentioned before. It's gotten my bacon out of the fire a few times. Alright, there we go. But this is pretty much how I have fun. I just go through, I need to relax sometimes, and I just go through and I do a good old ×3 on this character, and it feels like a ton of fun. Have any of you tried Storm Blast, Storm Corruptor combo? It's just so good. It's very thematic too. Obviously, you don't have to use Water Blast. You could use a number of other things, including Fire. Fire could go along with Storm Summoning. Here you could be Firestorm, right? A Firestorm combination. But I do feel like this is particularly good as a combo together. Now, if I'm just fighting a few of them, I don't bother with all the price. I usually don't even keep Hurricane up. It's a bit of an endurance hog, but as you can kind of see, she has endurance to spare nowadays, so it's pretty good. We'll go up these pretty stairs. Again, this tile set is just beautiful. They did a great job with this. And we find out we got some more people here. We'll go ahead and put down that lightning storm now just to get that ready. Anything you can do ahead of time is always kind of good. I do like the playstyle of putting things down ahead of time and setting up traps. That's why I like devices on Blaster. You can definitely set up traps ahead of time. I have a lot of fun with them. I'm getting flanked. Flanking is bad. So we're going to put that down. We're going to withdraw until we're at a point where we're not getting flanked. And that was unfortunate. That guy went back there. We'll go ahead and turn back on Hurricane because things are getting a little dicey there. Get a little extra health, because that's always good. Try and take some of these out with the big geyser. Yeah, that's the payoff. Boy, that steam has a really short range on it. So you see my health is doing pretty good here because I'm really keeping them back and just wasting a lot of their time with the attacks, which is kind of the goal. I really don't like things being behind me, so I'm a little unsure how things... Well, I won't say I'm totally unsure because I've got a lot of things knocking around. And this isn't like a true hallway behind me with walls, so they're falling over the railing and they're climbing back up probably. Oh gosh, we got more of these guys here. We're going to put some freezing rain down. Snowstorm these guys. Blowing them all back. And we can do another geyser at this point. We definitely have quite a few geysers. When hasten kicks in, it's down to like 40 seconds almost, so no longer fight, we can do it twice. It's not sentinel fast, but it does the job. Okay. Yeah, that's a little more like, I think his legs hanging over the railing there. Yeah, he's got a little bit of an issue there, that's for sure. Yeah, he's not having a great day. Nah. He cuts up all the zombies, then he dies. The way nature intended. Put down my lightning storm again. And we'll kill a couple more of these. But that's all I have now for this character spotlight. I'll wrap it up with this fight. And you guys can let me know what you think of this power set in the comments below. I'll continue to pop these videos out. We'll get a probably one a day. Maybe we skip a day here and there when I'm busy, but we'll try to get some of these out so you can see more and more of my characters. And you guys can let me know what you think in the comments below. Today's question for this video, I guess I like to ask a question sometimes, is what is your favorite Corruptor combo? Corruptors are very interesting to me. They're like, you know, I always wanted soloing defenders to work, but they just don't. But Corruptors come along and says, we have pretty much the same power sets, we just put that attack first so it does more damage and it actually feels better. And as a result, I have found numerous Corruptor combos that work really well, the power set combos. What are your favorite Corruptor power set combos? Let me know down in the comments below. And I think that'll clear this floor up. I think we are all set. Thank you very much, Aquaforce. And let me know, again, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Thank you. Let's put her back into her outfit there. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and may God bless you.